Welcome to the TMC Newsroom. Thanks for watching. My name's Rich Tehrani. We are at Interop 2011 in Las Vegas. On the program, Alan Sardella, who's a marketing director of platform systems at Juniper. Alan, welcome to the show.
Thanks.
So you've got some news, and I was hoping you could start off telling us what's happening.
We do. We've just introduced a set of routers for the enterprise. They're targeted primarily at the enterprise WAN, and they are offshoots of our MX series routers, the MX3D routers, and those are use our Trio chipset, and so they're very popular edge routers in the service provider space. And we've taken that same technology and made it fit into a size that works better for the enterprise.
Does that make it more cost effective as well?
Much more cost effective. We actually have, so there are 3 new routers that we've introduced. It's the MX5, the MX10, and the MX40. These routers are priced comparably to equivalent routers that are roughly 1/3 to 1/5 the performance from competitors. And
wow.
So we have another feature in there, which is a pay-as-you-grow characteristic.
Okay.
And you have, say, 1 slot open on the MX5. You can then upgrade via a software license to the next highest, and you would be able to add, say, 2 extra 10 gig ports or 21 gig ports, and you can then upgrade from then to the MX40, which would be an extra 2 10 gig ports, and all the way up to the MX80. So this gives you essentially pay as you grow for up to 160 gigabits per second for an enterprise router. The applications here are for data center interconnect, or WAN core, or WAN aggregation, and they can also be connecting campus cores, things like that. We also have, in addition to the new MX routers, we have some enhancements to our SRX routers, which are targeted at the branch. And these enhancements give you very quick startup capabilities. So we have what we're calling a branch in 10 minutes, so that you can, via a GUI, via a startup wizard, you can get a very high performance, and these are also 3 to 5x performance of the competition. Very high performance on the branch, and up and running, passing traffic, interfaces are up, and everything's working within 10 minutes. All of these products have another capability, which is an automated technical support, which we've brought down from the service provider to the enterprise also, so that we can monitor either from the customer's own NOC or from a managed service provider NOC. We can monitor the routers on either the branch or on the campus.
What sorts of trends are you seeing in the market?
The kinds of trends we're seeing are in the data center. As you know, there's a lot happening with virtualization, with content migrating across multiple data centers. And the other major trend we're seeing is mobile. And between these two things, you need a great deal of service flexibility in the WAN. So we recently announced a product within our data center called QFabric. And what that product does is greatly simplifies your data center so that all the traffic flows much better, and the topology of the data center is much simpler. What you then need is to be able to take this flexibility and bring it to all the multiple sites. So branch offices, home offices, other campuses, other data centers, and when you have all of this flexibility, you can set up multiple tunnels, and you can parse out the traffic in a way that makes sense for you. And these are Juniper only features that are available with the Junos operating system.
Now, how much of a business uptick have you seen because of the cloud?
Business uptick because of the cloud has been very strong. There's very strong interest in consolidating equipment. very strong interest in simplification and in being able to handle the migration of content from one location to another in a way that doesn't impact users, that doesn't bring it down. And so it's a great time for us in terms of network refresh in the enterprise. It's similar to what we've seen in the past in service provider networks when there just isn't enough intelligence in the infrastructure to handle either the rise in traffic patterns or the complexity of how to handle that traffic. We're seeing that in the enterprise now.
Now, the networking space has always been competitive, always will be. You've got companies like HP, you've got Cisco, you've got Asian competitors, Huawei.
Mm-hmm.
How are you positioning yourself? Obviously, you mentioned a whole bunch of things, and you said these are proprietary or these are unique to the Junos operating system. But if I had to give you a minute or two to just tell me, how is it that Juniper differentiates itself to customers that are looking to make a decision? What would you say?
The major way that we differentiate ourselves is service flexibility and in ease of use. So we have one operating system across our whole product line. From security to switching to routing, it's one OS. You master that OS and you're good for the whole product line. The other is it's a very intelligent operating system, and you're able to set up different logical systems for different aspects of your business, whether it's CRM applications or ERP applications, or whether it has to do with different devices that you have or different locations that you're in. You want different characteristics for all of your service tunnels going across this networking equipment, and you want it all to work together. And that is Juniper is very much at the head of the class in that way. The other probably major thing is high availability. Our carrier class, the equipment is very robust from being tried and true within the service provider space for so long.
So what's next for the company?
What's next for the company is continued interest in continuing to grow the enterprise business and also the service provider business. We're at a run rate of a little bit better than $4 billion a year right now, and we are growing in double digits in both of those sectors, and also in the service sector and in federal. And probably the area where we haven't grown as fast as enterprise, and we're going to continue to be more aggressive there.
Awesome. Thanks for coming on the program. Good luck.
Thank you.